Welcome to NFL Blitz Talk, your go-to podcast for weekly game breakdowns, top plays, and hot takes from around the league. Let's dive into the action.
The second week of the 2025 National Football League preseason provided valuable insights into teams and players.
Rookie quarterback Jaxson Dart of the New York Giants continued his impressive preseason performance. Dart threw for one touchdown and ran for another against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
The Buccaneers saw touchdown passes from Teddy Bridgewater but also an injury to wide receiver Jalen McMillan.
The Pittsburgh Steelers exhibited a strong run defense but a less effective offensive ground game.
Los Angeles Rams quarterback Stetson Bennett showed improvement in his second preseason appearance.
Chargers rookie receivers Keandre Lambert-Smith and Tre Harris had impressive performances.
The Baltimore Ravens named Tyler Loop their starting kicker after a successful preseason game.
Dallas Cowboys quarterback Joe Milton III struggled in his preseason outing.
The Denver Broncos showcased their depth with strong performances from reserves.
Arizona Cardinals rookie cornerback Denzel Burke showed potential despite some inconsistencies.
The San Francisco 49ers saw success from quarterback Brock Purdy, but suffered an injury to Dominic Puinani.
The Las Vegas Raiders had a solid run defense but struggled against the pass.
The Houston Texans starting defense impressed in limited preseason action.
The Carolina Panthers need improvement after a lackluster performance from their starting offense.
Cleveland Browns quarterback Dylan Gabriel had a mixed preseason debut.
Thanks for tuning in to NFL Blitz Talk. Catch you next time.
Los Angeles Chargers wide receiver Quentin Johnston left Saturday night's preseason game against the Los Angeles Rams on a medical cart.
Johnston was injured after a hard hit that left him motionless on the field for several minutes.
Chargers coach Jim Harbaugh confirmed that Johnston sustained a concussion.
He was taken to a local hospital for further evaluation and x-rays.
While the situation looked serious, Harbaugh expressed some relief that Johnston was talking, remembering the play, and moving.
The hit occurred when Rams safety Tanner Ingle tackled Johnston as he attempted to catch a pass from Justin Herbert.
The impact caused Johnston's head to snap back, leading to a tense scene at SoFi Stadium.
Johnston eventually sat up but showed his frustration before leaving the field on the cart.
As a first-round pick, Johnston is expected to be a key deep ball threat for the Chargers this season.
His absence could create opportunities for rookie receivers Tre Harris and Keandre Lambert-Smith.
Lambert-Smith also briefly left the game with an injury but returned in the second quarter.
Coach Harbaugh played most of his starters in this preseason game, resting only Derwin James and Khalil Mack.
Johnston had a successful college season last year, recording 55 catches, 711 yards, and 8 touchdowns.
Any significant time missed due to this concussion could impact the Chargers' offensive strategy.
The team will be hoping for a speedy recovery for their promising young receiver.
Further updates on Johnston's condition will likely be provided by the team in the coming days.
Ashton Jeanty made a strong first impression in the National Football League, showcasing his power and skill against the San Francisco 49ers.
In a preseason game, Jeanty, the Las Vegas Raiders rookie running back, powered through 49ers cornerback Deommodore Lenoir on a 13-yard run.
Raiders quarterback Geno Smith praised Jeanty, saying he is going to be a special player.
Jeanty had a total of 7 carries for 33 yards in the game, including a 1-yard touchdown run.
He stated after the game, "I have arrived, and it is time to keep going and make plays for this team."
Jeanty had a -1 yards on 3 carries in the previous week against the Seattle Seahawks.
He showed resilience in this game, bouncing off safety Marquise Sigley for a first down on a 3rd and 5 play.
Later, he took a hard hit from linebacker Luke Gifford after catching a short pass, but returned to the game after being checked in the medical tent for a possible concussion.
Jeanty described the hit as a stinger, his first experience with one, and said he won the encounter because he did not go down.
Raiders coach Pete Carroll praised Jeanty, saying he looked tough as hell.
Carroll also noted improvement in the first-team offense overall.
Geno Smith completed 5 of 8 passes for 55 yards and led 2 scoring drives, facing a 49ers defense missing key players.
He completed passes to 5 different receivers, highlighting a 28-yard pass to tight end Brock Bowers.
Carroll also commended the offensive line for protecting Smith, who was pressured only twice.
Jordan Meredith started at center for the second consecutive week and Jackson Johnston played right guard.
Carroll expressed satisfaction with Meredith's transition from guard to center and Johnston's performance at right guard, believing these moves will benefit the team.
Jaxson Dart impressed in his second preseason game for the New York Giants, performing well against the New York Jets at MetLife Stadium.
He completed 14 of 16 passes for 137 yards, with 1 passing touchdown and 1 rushing touchdown, leading the Giants to a 31-12 victory.
Coach Brian Daboll praised Dart for his execution and ability to lead 2 touchdown drives in the second half.
Daboll tested Dart by unexpectedly putting him in the game for a single play in the second quarter.
Dart completed a 30-yard screen pass before returning to the sideline, demonstrating his readiness.
This exercise highlights Daboll's strategy to keep Dart prepared for any situation.
Daboll kept this plan secret, even from his coaching staff, as part of Dart's development plan.
Dart has shown promise as a potential franchise quarterback, completing 26 of 35 passes for 291 yards and 3 total touchdowns in 2 preseason games.
Despite this success, Dart remains the backup to Russell Wilson, who is the designated starting quarterback.
Daboll affirmed that Wilson is the starter and that they will continue developing Dart.
Wilson also had a productive preseason game, throwing for 108 yards and leading a scoring drive that ended with a touchdown.
He connected with rookie Beau Collins for an 80-yard gain, setting up a 1-yard touchdown run.
Wilson threw an interception in the end zone, which Daboll attributed to a play that he and Collins had not practiced.
While Daboll was pleased with Wilson's performance, Dart's performance was more impactful with 2 touchdown drives in 3 full series.
Both Dart and Daboll acknowledged that there is still room for improvement, despite the positive results.
Dart expressed disappointment in a missed opportunity for a long touchdown run on his first drive.
Baltimore Ravens rookie kicker Tyler Loop has officially earned the starting kicker position, succeeding Justin Tucker.
Coach John Harbaugh confirmed this after the Ravens' preseason victory against the Dallas Cowboys, stating Loop has earned the role.
Loop had an impressive performance in the game, successfully making 5 out of 6 field goal attempts.
This included 2 long-distance kicks from 51 and 53 yards.
Loop was drafted in the 6th round of this year's draft, a first for a kicker in the Ravens' 30-year history.
9 days after drafting Loop, the Ravens released veteran kicker Justin Tucker amidst an NFL investigation.
Tucker, the most accurate kicker in NFL history, received a 10-week suspension for violating the personal conduct policy.
Loop impressed the Ravens coaching staff during spring workouts and training camp with his powerful leg and consistent accuracy.
The Ravens cut undrafted rookie kicker John Hoyland on August 2nd, leaving Loop as the sole kicker on the roster.
Just 1 day later, Loop showcased his strength by making a 60-yard field goal during practice.
While Coach Harbaugh initially refrained from naming Loop the starter, he emphasized the importance of preseason performance.
Loop has performed well in preseason games, successfully completing 6 out of 8 field goal attempts.
His 2 misses in the preseason were from 46 and 50 yards.
Coach Harbaugh expressed his appreciation for Loop's desire to make every kick and acknowledged his strong performance.
Harbaugh also mentioned Loop will have further opportunities to improve in the upcoming preseason game.
This solidifies Tyler Loop's position as the Ravens' new kicker heading into the regular season.
Sources indicate Dallas Cowboys wide receiver Jonathan Mingo may have injured the posterior cruciate ligament in his right knee during Saturday's game against the Baltimore Ravens.
This injury occurred in the third quarter after a 49-yard reception, when Mingo landed awkwardly after leaping for a pass.
He was immediately ruled out of the game after being examined in the medical tent.
Cowboys coach Brian Schottenheimer confirmed Mingo will undergo further testing, including an MRI, to determine the severity of the injury.
Depending on the results, Mingo could miss multiple weeks, impacting the Cowboys' 53-man roster decisions.
The Cowboys acquired Mingo and a 7th-round pick in 2025 from the Carolina Panthers in exchange for a 2025 4th-rounder.
In 8 games with the Cowboys last season, Mingo recorded 5 receptions for 46 yards.
However, he did not catch any passes from starting quarterback Dak Prescott, who was injured for much of the season.
Mingo had a strong offseason and training camp, earning a potential role as a 4th or 5th wide receiver and special teams contributor.
This injury brings to mind former Cowboys running back Ezekiel Elliott, who played most of the 2021 season with a partially torn PCL.
Elliott wore a brace throughout the season, which limited his explosiveness, but he did not require surgery.
Mingo's potential absence could create opportunities for other receivers like Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Brooks, and Ryan Flournoy.
These players are competing for spots behind established receivers CeeDee Lamb, George Pickens, and Kevontae Turpin.
The Cowboys will be carefully evaluating their options as they finalize their roster for the upcoming season.
The severity of Mingo's injury will be a significant factor in their decision-making process.
Fans will be eagerly awaiting updates on Mingo's condition and the team's subsequent roster moves.
Colts coach Shane Steichen indicates a quarterback decision between Anthony Richardson Sr. and Daniel Jones is coming soon after their preseason loss to the Green Bay Packers.
Steichen stated he wants to make a decision shortly after observing 3 weeks of training camp and preseason games.
This quarterback competition has been ongoing since off-season workouts began in April.
Steichen emphasized he is very close to making a decision that he believes is best for the team.
Jones started the Packers game and played efficiently after a slow start on his 2 drives.
Richardson saw his first extensive preseason action after dislocating his throwing hand pinky in the previous game against the Baltimore Ravens.
Richardson showed progress with an efficient touchdown drive on his first possession, completing 5 of 6 passes for 64 yards.
However, he struggled with consistency on subsequent possessions due to offensive miscues and penalties.
Richardson, the number 4 pick in 2023, has faced scrutiny after a brief benching last season and injuries.
The Colts, concerned about his durability and inconsistency, signed Jones to a 1-year, $14 million contract.
They wanted to see Richardson respond to the competition, and reports indicate he had his best training camp.
He has also shown improvement in the quick passing game, an area where he has struggled in the past.
Richardson acknowledged focusing on routine plays to improve consistency and stay on the field.
Steichen highlighted factors like operation, communication, and consistency, which could favor the veteran Jones.
Against Baltimore, Richardson missed a blitz read, resulting in a blindside hit and his finger dislocation.
Jones emphasized his focus on consistent improvement and good decision-making.
Steichen acknowledged this as a consequential decision, involving 2 first-round draft picks competing for the starting role.
He reiterated his commitment to making the decision he feels is best for the team.
The Washington Commanders have activated wide receiver Terry McLaurin from the physically unable to perform list.
This move signifies progress in his recovery and is not related to his contract negotiations, according to coach Dan Quinn.
McLaurin is now eligible to practice, although he will likely start with trainers on a separate field.
The Commanders prefer a fast-paced offense and want to give McLaurin 3 weeks of conditioning before the season opener.
The team wants to focus on getting McLaurin ready for the September 7th game against the New York Giants.
It is doubtful he will play in the final preseason game against Baltimore.
Activating McLaurin allows the team to integrate him into walkthroughs and assess his readiness for a full workload.
McLaurin has been rehabilitating an ankle injury at the team facility since July 27th.
This injury has bothered him at various points in his career, including the end of last season.
McLaurin is a respected team captain, and his teammates are eager for his return.
He was placed on the physically unable to perform list due to the ankle injury after a brief holdout during training camp.
While holding out, he was fined $200,000, but further fines are no longer possible.
Contract negotiations between McLaurin and the Commanders have been ongoing.
McLaurin reportedly wants a contract similar to DK Metcalf's deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Commanders have not yet met McLaurin's desired contract figures.
Despite trade requests, the Commanders have stated they do not intend to trade McLaurin.
McLaurin has been present at the facility, signing autographs and observing practices.
He is coming off his second Pro Bowl appearance and had a career-best 13 touchdown receptions last season.
Rookie quarterback Tyler Shough will start the Saints' preseason game against the Jaguars on Sunday.
The Saints announced this decision on social media Saturday.
Shough is competing with Spencer Rattler for the starting quarterback role.
The Saints have not yet decided on a permanent starter.
Both Shough and Rattler have received first-team opportunities in practice.
Rattler started the first preseason game against the Los Angeles Chargers.
He played most of the first half, finishing 7 of 11 for 53 yards.
Shough played the final 2 minutes of the first half and most of the second half.
He finished 15 of 22 for 165 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception returned for a touchdown.
This game will be the Saints' first home preseason game this summer.
The team recently completed a 10-day stint in Irvine, California.
This included a joint practice session with the Los Angeles Rams.
Head coach Kellen Moore stated they do not have a specific timetable for the starting quarterback decision.
He confirmed it will be before Week 1, but they want to give both quarterbacks ample opportunity.
Moore emphasized the importance of experience and exposure for these young players.
He highlighted that some of these game situations are first-time and second-time experiences for them.
When analyzing National Football League rosters, it is important to remember that it is all relative.
Each unit is only as good as it is relative to the league's 31 other teams.
Objective rankings of each positional unit can reveal interesting insights.
These rankings cover 10 key offensive and defensive groups, weighted by positional importance.
At quarterback, Lamar Jackson is ranked first due to his high quarterback rating and expected points added.
The New Orleans Saints, however, are in rebuild mode after Derek Carr's retirement.
The Minnesota Vikings have much on the line with their new starting quarterback, J.J. McCarthy.
At running back, the Detroit Lions boast a strong duo in Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery.
The Dallas Cowboys, conversely, have a less certain situation at running back.
The Los Angeles Chargers revamped their running back room with Najee Harris and Omarion Hampton.
The Cincinnati Bengals wide receiver duo of Jamar Chase and T. Higgins is highly ranked.
The Las Vegas Raiders receivers, on the other hand, lack proven depth beyond Jacoby Myers.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers wide receiver group is strong but faces uncertainty due to Chris Godwin's injury.
At tight end, the Baltimore Ravens have a formidable pair in Mark Andrews and Isaiah Likely.
The New York Jets tight end situation is less clear, relying on rookie Mason Taylor.
The Miami Dolphins are hoping Darren Waller can regain his prior form after coming out of retirement.
C.J. Stroud and Bryce Young share a unique bond, forged through years of friendly competition.
From their early days as basketball rivals in California to their current positions as NFL quarterbacks, their connection goes beyond professional kinship.
Their families also share a close relationship, with their mothers speaking almost weekly.
Both quarterbacks acknowledge the importance of their friendship and mutual support.
They emphasize that their bond is not about one-upping each other, but about genuine care and encouragement.
Their competitive spirit started young, with heated pickup basketball games in their preteen years.
Even then, their differing playing styles were evident, with Young being more of an on-ball player and Stroud excelling as a shooter.
Their first football matchup occurred in 2015, with Young leading his team, the Inland Empire Ducks, to a decisive victory over Stroud's Pomona Valley Steelers.
Despite the loss, Young recognized Stroud's leadership qualities and strong will.
Stroud reciprocated this respect, offering support to Young during his challenging rookie season.
Their bond has only strengthened amidst the pressures of professional football.
Both families acknowledge the difficulties their sons face and express genuine support for one another.
The comparisons between the two quarterbacks are inevitable, especially as they face off in upcoming games.
However, their shared history suggests that their friendship will endure, regardless of the outcome.
Their connection is a testament to the power of healthy competition and mutual respect.
It is a story that will likely continue to be told for years to come, potentially even culminating in a shared Hall of Fame induction.
Fantasy football drafts are about finding value, but some players we just want on our team.
This round-by-round analysis offers insight into draft day considerations, highlighting key players.
Average draft position data from DraftShark's Market Index tool informs these choices.
The first round often presents players at their ceiling, making it a time to take the best available.
Bijan Robinson is the top target if available. But realistically, an elite receiver is more likely.
Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Puka Nacua, Malik Neighbors, and Amon-Ra St. Brown are all excellent choices.
Round 2 depends on draft position, but Jonathan Taylor is a solid running back option.
Other strong running back choices include Ashton Jeanty, Devon Achane, and Nico Collins.
Targeting a top tight end like Trey McBride in round 3 provides a significant advantage.
McBride has shown high target volume and fantasy point potential.
Round 4 presents an opportunity to draft a top dual-threat quarterback.
Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and Jaden Daniels offer elite rushing upside.
James Conner is a reliable, if unexciting, running back option in round 5.
He has consistently produced strong numbers and is positioned for another solid year.
Rookie Tre'Veyon Henderson is an exciting pick in round 6, with a chance to lead the Patriots' backfield.
Wide receiver depth is incredible, with players like Jalen Waddle available in round 7.
Liz Loaiza ranks Raiders rookie Ashton Jeanty higher than Saquon Barkley in fantasy drafts.
This draft guide from ESPN Fantasy offers resources for all fantasy football players.
The guide includes rankings, projections, mock drafts, and expert analysis.
It caters to both experienced players and newcomers to fantasy football.
The guide offers printable cheat sheets and player projections by Mike Clay.
Depth charts for offense and defense are also available.
Various rankings are provided, including staff consensus, superflex, and dynasty.
Expert analysis covers quarterback, running back, wide receiver, and tight end tiers.
Mock drafts for different league formats are included in the guide.
Advice and analysis sections offer insights on sleepers, busts, and breakouts.
The guide also features Mike Clay's Ultimate Draft Board for 12-team leagues.
Articles discuss undervalued and overvalued players.
There are articles analyzing players with high upside and potential breakouts.
Statistical insights and potential bounce-back candidates are discussed.
The guide also offers strategic advice for various draft formats like salary cap and IDP.
Individual player analyses, such as the comparison of Jeanty and Barkley, are available.
Injury outlooks and new features in the ESPN Fantasy app are also covered.
Finally, the guide provides resources for team naming, including a name generator.
ESPN and KFF partnered to survey players from the 1988 National Football League season about their current well-being.
This survey included questions on physical and mental health, finances, family life, and perspectives on football today.
A key finding reveals these former players experience higher rates of chronic pain, disability, and cognitive decline.
They are also more likely to experience depression compared to the average American man.
Surprisingly, most players said they would still choose to play professional football again.
The survey was partly inspired by Elena Gilbert, widow of former New Orleans Saints player Darren Gilbert.
She contacted ESPN, concerned about her husband's struggles before his passing in 2022, and the condition of his former teammates.
While these men value the camaraderie they developed, they also mourn the loss of at least 10 teammates.
They attribute their rapid physical decline to the sport.
The ESPN and KFF survey included a representative sample of the 1,532 former players from the 1988 season.
The survey was conducted between October 17, 2024, and November 30, 2024.
Data was collected through online and telephone interviews managed by Davis Research.
The final sample includes interviews with 546 former players and 19 family members of players.
Participants received a $100 gift card or the option to donate it to Gridiron Greats.
The project team ensured the surveyed players reflected the demographics of the 1988 league.
The overall response rate for living players was 40%, and 16% for family members of deceased players.
Lamar Jackson is the top choice for MVP at plus 450, followed by Joe Burrow at plus 600, and both Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes at plus 650.
Saquon Barkley is the only non-quarterback in the top 25, with odds of 40-1.
Pamela Maldonado believes if Baltimore survives their tough schedule, Lamar Jackson will be the MVP.
She notes that the roster is stacked, the coaching is sharp, and Jackson had a statistically better year than Josh Allen last season.
Matt Bowen thinks Joe Burrow is an easy choice, as he led the National Football League in passing yards and touchdowns in 2024.
With a high-powered offense and top-tier targets like Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, Burrow is expected to produce impressive numbers again.
Eric Moody highlights Justin Herbert, who had a highly efficient season in 2024 with a low interception rate.
The Chargers have added more offensive weapons, and Herbert is incorporating more running into his game, similar to Josh Allen.
Maldonado emphasizes that if the Ravens navigate their challenging schedule, the plus 450 odds on Jackson will not last.
Bowen points out that with Al Golden as the new defensive coordinator, the Bengals are likely playoff contenders, which boosts Burrow's MVP chances.
Moody adds that the past 12 MVP winners have been quarterbacks, and nearly all since 2001 played on teams with at least 11 wins.
He believes if the Chargers perform well, Herbert's efficiency and improved supporting cast make him a strong contender.
Jackson's performance will depend heavily on how the Ravens perform against strong opponents like the Chiefs, Bills, Lions, Rams, Texans, and Dolphins.
Burrow's success is tied to the Bengals' offensive firepower and their overall performance as a playoff contender.
Herbert's chances are linked to the Chargers' win-loss record and his ability to leverage his improved playmakers and increased running ability.
Ultimately, the MVP race will likely come down to which quarterback can lead their team to the most success while putting up stellar individual numbers.
That's a wrap on this week's NFL Blitz Talk. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you next time with more gridiron fire and fearless breakdowns.
Thanks for tuning in to NFL Blitz Talk. Catch you next time.